They said I'd never fly, tied to her apron strings. Now I build my own wings, and the sky's terrified. The world tried to break me, but her love was my armor. Turns out that armor's made of pure, unbreakable strength. I traded her warm hugs for cold, hard lessons. And now I'm wondering if the price was worth the education. They laughed at my dependence. Now they ask me how I survived. I just smile and whisper, she taught me. I was a mama's boy. Now I understand that mama's boy means survivor. I tried to outrun her shadow. Now I realize it was the only shade that ever truly protected me. They said I'd never be a man. Turns out she taught me what a real man is. Kind, strong, and unafraid to love. I thought I needed to prove them wrong. Now I just need to prove her right. The world told me to toughen up. She told me to feel. Turns out feeling is the toughest thing of all. I spent years trying to erase her influence. Now I'm rebuilding my life with the blueprint she gave me. They called it weakness. I call it a foundation built on unwavering love. And it's the strongest foundation I know. I thought I was lost when she wasn't there. Then I realized she'd already given me the map. They said I'd never stand on my own. Now I tower over them, built on her shoulders. I tried to bury the mama's boy label. Now I wear it like a badge of honor. They told me to cut the cord. I just braided it into a lifeline. I thought I needed to be someone else. Now I understand that being me, the mama's boy, is enough. They said I was too sensitive. Now I see the world in colors they'll never perceive. I tried to forget her voice. Now it's the only sound that guides me through the darkness. They said I was spoiled. Turns out I was just loved. And that's the greatest wealth anyone can have. I thought I needed to be tough. Now I know true strength comes from vulnerability, a lesson she taught me well. They said I wouldn't survive without her. Now I'm thriving because she's always with me in my heart. I spent years trying to escape her embrace. Now I realize it was the safest place I ever knew. They called me a child. Now they see the man she raised. I tried to silence her lessons. Now they echo in every decision I make. They said I was weak. I just knew where my strength came from. I thought I needed to be independent. Now I understand that true independence is knowing you're never truly alone. They told me to grow up. I realized I was already grown, just in a different way. I tried to distance myself from her comfort. Now I crave it like a lost soul seeks light. They said I'd never understand the real world. I just understood a deeper truth they never will. I thought I was defined by her. Now I define myself by the love she gave me. They told me to shed my softness. Now I know that softness is where true power resides. I tried to ignore her advice. Now I realize it was the wisdom I desperately needed. They said I was coddled. I was just nurtured, and there's a world of difference. I thought I needed to be hard. Now I understand that resilience comes from a gentle heart. They told me to be a man. I learned from the strongest woman I know. I tried to erase her fingerprints from my life. Now they're the only marks I want to leave behind. They said I'd never find my own path. I just knew she'd given me the compass. I thought I was living in her shadow. Now I realize I was standing in her light. They told me to stop clinging. I just knew where my anchor was. I tried to deny her influence. Now it's the only legacy I want to carry. They said I was tied down. I was just rooted, and roots run deep. I thought I needed to break free. Now I understand that true freedom is knowing where you belong. They told me to stop being mama's boy. I just started being the man she knew I could be. I tried to outgrow her love. Now I realize it's the only thing that truly grows with me. They said I was sheltered. I was just protected, and there's a difference. I thought I needed to be fearless. Now I understand that true courage comes from knowing you're loved. They told me to be tough. I just learned to be strong in a way they'll never understand. I tried to forget her touch. Now it's the only warmth I crave. They said I was weak. I just knew where my strength began. I thought I needed to be someone else. Now I understand that being her son is the greatest gift. They told me to stop being dependent. I just learned the true meaning of interdependence. I tried to ignore her whispers. Now they're the only truths I hear. They said I was lost. I just knew where to find my way home. I thought I needed to build my own world. Now I realize she gave me the foundation. They told me to stop being a mama's boy. I just started understanding the power of a mother's love.